just got out of work, had to get on here. As you guys already probably know, Orlando Scandrick had the audacity to go on Undisputed and disrespect the Eagles, Howie, and Malcolm Jenkins. I want to show you a clip of him speaking to Malcolm Jenkins on the field against Minnesota, talking about he's a captain and he's a leader. Watch this.
Exactly why you the captain of this defense, bro. The way that you conduct yourself.
We're going to keep going, bro.
First snap to the beginning. First snap to the last.
No doubt.
We got the Eagles. We got the Sixers. Philly talk.
What's going on, everybody? Philly Mike here. And if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it and all the support that you guys do for Philly talk. But let's get down to business. So Orlando wants to talk shit about the Philadelphia Eagles. Not just the Philadelphia Eagles locker room, but Howie Roseman and Malcolm Jenkins. You guys just saw that video. Maybe they're going to say it was in the moment and all that, but you clearly see Malcolm Jenkins has always been giving his all. And the fact that he does ball out for the Eagles in the secondary, which is not much help for him, especially with all the injuries. But let's think about this for a second. So we signed Orlando Scandrick in the preseason. He's so bummy that he doesn't make the team. So our bad secondary, every one of them cornerbacks make the team over him. Cool. Now we get injured. We need a body who remembers the playbooks. We can't get people out there. We lost on Jalen Ramsey. We lost out on all these people. So we let's sign a familiar body. Boom. He should have knew it was always for the short term anyways. It was for the short term anyways. People want to say that he's an scapegoat for Dallas. Not really. Not really. You got to think we got so injured now, even more on the D tackle, that we are getting Cravion LeBlanc back. We just got Jalen Mills back. Ronald Darby is going to be back. Sidney Jones is on the bench. He's not playing good, but he's on the bench. Why would we need this 12-year-old ass, not good corner? So that's why we got rid of him. But let's get down to some of the takes that he said on Undisputed. So he said he would not trust Howie at all. He said that if Howie told him it was raining outside, he would still wear shorts. Are you kidding me? This guy's just making shit up. Now, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that our locker room is not with some animosity. It is. It is. There's some animosity about Carson Wentz and the receivers and the O-line and the defense. There is. And I really thought that we hashed it out this week in the team meetings where we can talk to each other, call each other out in front of each other, and then come back as a group. So him being there only 2 weeks, he only knows this 2 weeks drama. He don't know the whole organization. He act like he's been here 2 years. He's been here 2 weeks. He don't know nothing, really. But I do believe there's animosity, and he's just bringing it out more. But let's get to the Malcolm Jenkins quotes. On that play in the Minnesota Vikings when Rasul Douglas got beat, the first time, yes, Malcolm Jenkins was supposed to go back, but he took responsibility for that. He does. If anybody balls out on our defense, Malcolm Jenkins is one of them boys who gives it all out on the field for us. So I don't want to hear that. And clearly, you felt the same on some of the plays or when it came out your mouth. Now, people are talking about the fact that right after the Cowboys game, you know, he shut down all that stuff. Like the locker room's all right. We're going to hang in there. You know, when you think we're down, we're going to come back. We're not going to put our tails between our legs. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Of course, he got to say that because he's on the team. People are saying now that he's not on the team, he's telling the truth. But what? 2 weeks worth of the truth? That's all he really got? And he wasn't talking that about Malcolm Jenkins on the field. He did not have to say that. That was behind closed doors. The fact that, oh, you the captain, this is why you're the leader of the team. He didn't have to say that. He had to say after the Dallas game when reporters talked to him that the locker room is cool. Because you got to. You got to. But he did not have to say what he said in that video. And like I said, I think he went a little extra. And if you guys listen to it as much as times I did because it was disturbing, did you hear how homo he was to Dallas? Like, for real. Like, he said Carson Wentz is a nice guy. You know what I mean? He said he didn't really say much about Carson. He talked about Howie. He talked about the locker room. He talked about Malcolm Jenkins. But he also said that he was on a phone with Sean Lee for an hour before the game. Shannon also called him out on one of the routes that he missed that Randall Cobb got him on, and he was like, yeah, I should have never missed that. No veteran can miss that. Then Shannon was pretty much like, then how'd you miss it? Oh, I guess I made a mistake. Really? Because you're playing Dallas, probably? It's neither here or there. We lost. It's over with. But it's funny how you said no one can miss that. You knew what position you were supposed to be in, but for some reason you weren't in that position. For some reason you're on the phone with Sean Lee, my brother, for an hour. For some reason, you're trash. You're trash. I don't want to hear it. We really should never sign this bum. Anyways, if you go back and look at my first video when we signed him, I was saying why? Why? I guess somebody's better than nobody, but really why? At the end of the day, he's old and it doesn't matter. And if anything lit the fire, see, when you got the animosity inside the locker room against each other, that can hold you back. But now you got someone outside your locker room talking shit, it's time. It's time. You know, we are ready. This is going to be the turnaround game against Buffalo. Buffalo is not as good on offense as people, not that great of a team because their offense is suspect. Their defense is what's winning them games. Now, there's going to be some weather. It's going to be a grinded out game, but these comments here is going to make us grind it out, and we're going to get the job done. Now, I'm serious. We're going to get the job done. I'm going to tell you that here. Going to get the job done. I predicted the score yesterday, 23-20, sticking to it. Maybe even more. Maybe even more. Orlando Scandrick, he's a bum. But like I said, I do believe there is animosity in the locker room. He just took it to another level and started just throwing stuff out there because he thought he was cool. And he's mad. He says he don't know if he wants to play football, but he does. He's mad that he got cut. He's mad he got cut. And he loves Dallas. He loves Dallas. So, I mean, as much as he was trying to say some truth about the locker room, you could see how much he was on Dallas's, you know what I mean? You know. I don't believe it. Malcolm Jenkins is a leader. Yes, the locker room's a little shaky. Was a lot shaky. I'm thinking that we cleaned it up this week. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out Sunday at 1 o'clock what these comments did to our football team and how much in shambles our football team is. If we come out and we lay an egg against the Buffalo Bills, then I'm gonna take 80% of what Orlando Scandrick said as truth. And when we come out and beat the Buffalo Bills, he's going to be looking stupid and he's never getting a job again. So at the end of the day, have fun not playing football. But the Philadelphia Eagles are going to take care of business now, all because of you. Thank you for watching. Comments below what you think, and we out.